I know there are lots of fights and all sorts of things going on in the house. I think a few days ago we saw Lucy had a quarrel with Nengi, saying she was flirting with the guys, and that her skin is brighter than her brain. Oh my goodness. And that she doesn't ordinarily know what PowerPoint presentation is. So the question is, and I also understand that Nengi's reply was that she was an Amwemba and an old woman, and the fights and all sort of words were flying in the air. So this brings me to the true disposition of the housemates to one another, whether we like it or not, because when this fight comes in, that is when you actually know what exactly is in other people's mind towards you. So do you think this is healthy, as most commentators say that this actual fight was what gave birth to Mercy and Tacha's, as in this type of fight was what gave birth to Mercy and Tacha's quarrel, and that was what made the part of the factor that led to Mercy being the winner of Big Brother last year?
Okay, two things. Number one, when those adults are put in such places, they can't go out, they can't watch TV, they don't have access to their phone. Frustration sets in. So I think that some of those quarrel and arguments are as a result of frustration.
Okay.
But those are the contents that the people who are putting the program together. Because if we just sit down and we just see them sit down and they are cordial, it will be boring. So those are the tensions that the people who put the program together want to happen. That's one. Two, if you look at it, the guys that have the heaviest engagement in the house in terms of controversy and the rest of it, because what I always tell people who go to reality, I meet a few of them. One of the people that went to the last one was actually somebody I had known from when she was almost a baby. So after she finished, one of the things I told her is that you have had an opportunity to be in the eyes of Africa for 90 days.
Yeah.
So it is now what you can do with it that now
with that
matters.
platform. Yeah.
Because sometimes even the winners don't even get to become as big as some of those who were just in the house. So I think that sometimes the more controversy you have helped your brand to become popular outside, because usually those who want to engage them after, what they look at is the fan base they have.
Yeah.
Not how clean you are or how smooth you are.
And I agree with you. And I think that, still talking about this controversy, I know that Nengi said on Monday Diary session on her take concerning rape, and rape is a big issue all over the world. And she approved of nude dressing and a style of dressing as not a factor or an excuse for rape. Well, I can relate to that, but do we think that this is right at a point in time like this, when we know that youth have started taking them as their role models, and what's your take on dressing when it comes to rape? Do you think that dressing also contributes to the issue of rape in Nigeria today, all over the world?
I don't think that dressing contributes. Rape is a matter of the mind and what you want to do. It's just like saying putting a huge amount of money on your table contribute to somebody trying to rob you. It has to do with the mind. There are a lot. If you go to the northern part of the country, people don't dress that way. And if you look at the statistic of rape in Nigeria, it happens more in the northern part of the country than here. So it's just a state of the mind.
All right. So, quickly, I know that Ben Bruce has disclosed on his social handle, where he said that he has 5 kids in the house, and he made mention of those 5 kids. He called Kidiwaya, Erica, Trikiti, Prince. Who's the last person again? Help me out, guys. I think Prince. So do you think what's it called, in this year's edition of Big Brother Nigeria, that the fans will determine the winner more than the individual games or strategies that they are playing in the house, knowing that the housemates too has a factor to whoever is evicted this year?
Usually it's the fans, it's the vote, and it's one of the most transparent thing that we see. The strategy will determine who will vote for you or how you will be voted for.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. That was very brief.